Hello, everybody. I'm here. How's it going? Today I'm going to be playing some Pokemon Radical Red. Well, kind of said it in the description. It's a ROM hack of Pokemon Fire Red that adds in, like, a bunch of more modern Pokemon and features and revamps the game difficulty to make it more of a challenging experience. Not going to be doing any special restrictions or challenges or any of that junk, mostly because, I want us to be able to have any amount of fun with this instead of this just being Kalen loses to the same fight repeatedly. Glad to hear it's going good for you, Jifty. Hate this. Okay, so YouTube recently added this little, like, heart icon to the chat bar that lets you do, I don't know, some kind of emoji or something in the chat. And what I hate about it is that it legitimately covers up part of the newest message. And I can't get rid of it. And it used to just be on my phone, which was fine because I was, using my phone to look at chat for PC games. But now it's even on the chat box built into my OBS through Stream Elements, and that is really frustrating. Anyways, without further ado, we're going to get into it. So let's just make sure everything's working. Alright, let's give it just a minute to catch up. So then I can see if the capture's working. Yep, it's working. Perfect. At least OBS showed it was for me for a minute there. Sorry I'm not doing anything at the moment. I'm just waiting for the stream to catch up on my phone so I can make sure game capture's working. Oh, and I have to turn on audio as well. Oops. There we go. I think that's a little too quiet, actually. It's not even going through on the stream. There we go. Alright, so we're going to get right into it. Interesting. I forgot there's auto-run in this. Let's see. Also, I have a question. When will you get back to uploading other videos, not the live streams like Cassette Beast and any... I can't even read the whole comment because of the stupid heart thing. Like FNF, Cassette Beast, and any other games you have planned. I'm glad you asked. It's funny, every time I try to set a time frame for that, I end up not doing it. But I can say definitively that Part 2 of Animation vs. FNF is coming out on Friday, and also that Episode 3 of Cassette Beasts is coming out on Saturday. I literally already have it uploaded and scheduled, so there is no chance it doesn't. So there's no reason to worry there. Alright, I guess I get to pick which kind of starter I want. Listen, I like the Kanto starters as much as the next guy, but they're just kind of not that great. You know? Similarly, it's stupid to not pick a grass starter in Kanto, because Kanto's first two gyms are both weak to grass types, and this game has such wide Pokemon availability that if I don't even like my starter, I don't even have to keep it. Is most of the screen not all supposed to be black? Are you... Yeah, you're referring to the black area on the game screen, like outside of the little room that's black, right? Because, like, I can see the game on my my phone, so I can see the game's working. I'm in an indoor area, and this is a ROM hack of a Game Boy Advance game, so obviously the stuff outside of the play area is just blacked out. This is the way it's supposed to look, from what I can tell looking at the stream. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we're on the same page then, Jifty. That's good. Let me make sure there's the chat box on. I don't know if that's showing up today for some reason. That's weird. Anyways, for what starter I'm gonna pick a newer one. I'm gonna pick Rowlet, the little owl guy from Sun and Moon, and the reason why is because the last update for this game added the Hisuian form Pokemon from Pokemon Legends Arceus. So, and when you pick one of the starters that have Hisuian forms, they let you choose if you want it to evolve into the Hisuian version or not. And Hisuian Decidueye is pretty cool, and out of the special Legends Arceus starters, it's the one that's grass type, so. And I named my rival Dawson because Dawson's my best friend, and we've been playing Pokemon together since I was a kid. Alright. Let's see, I forget which order they're placed in this. Yeah, I'm taking Rowlet. Just no question about it. Rowlet's just the one I'm picking. No nicknames. I don't feel like it. Yes, I want it to have Hisuian potential because I want it to be Hisuian Decidueye because it's cooler. Ah, that's interesting. So they always give the rival a Kanto starter no matter what. Wow, that's rude. What a jerk. I mean, hey, Charmander's cool and all, but, like, don't diss my boy Litten. Oh, cool. I start with False Swipe. That's pretty useful for catching stuff. Unfortunately, I'm not sure I'm going to win this. Oh, that's a neat little thing. You can see the enemy team. Okay, welcome to the frustrating part. Where I have to deal with having a lowered attack stat. Not that the Charmander is doing much better, because Charmander has a really, really bad base attack. Okay, that's it. No, not that. 40 power. False Swipe is also 40 power. I was just out of curiosity seeing if False Swipe was going to do any more damage. I know it can't knock anything out, but... Oh, right. They give you a berry, because they really don't want you to lose this. Anyways, I'm playing on minimal grinding mode, so all Pokemon have perfect individual values, or IVs, and effort values, or EVs, just aren't in the game. And the reason why that's good is that means there will be no repeatedly searching for a really good version of any specific Pokemon, and there won't be any effort value training that'll take hours. Anyways, yeah. I just figured I'd test the waters with playing Pokemon with this, since it's one of the better ROM hacks. Hello. Hi, Mom. Thanks for making it. Alright. Oh, there's black bars on the screen. That's interesting. And... No, I see why that is. It's because the resolution's not... Yeah, no. You know, it's come to my attention that I'm playing through looking on, yeah, I know this game is incompatible with the Eclipse emulator. I'm not using it. Eclipse sucks. It's incompatible with, like, everything. Something about this game is the Pokemon that you can see actually are different depending on the time of day. And the game, which is actually really interesting, because not only was there not a day-night cycle in the original Radical Red, so they had to get it programmed, the original Fire Red, so they had to get it programmed in, but they also set the emulator to use real-time clock, so it'll always be daytime during this stream because, well, it's daytime where I live. So, because of that, I'm going to be seeing daytime Pokemon. That means that odds are, if I want anything from a nighttime encounter, I need to get it off stream. But yeah, this is just a no-nonsense regular playthrough, no extra restrictions outside of what the game already imposes because I'm not that much of a masochist today. Anyways, question of the day for chat. What is your favorite Pokemon game? Because chat interaction is good for the channel. And, well, doing that's easier than actually trying to do good commentary. You see how that works? Hey, ooh. I forgot that they added follow Pokemon in this update. Oh, that's really cool. Well, dang, that sucks for you, Rowlet. Your favorite Pokemon game is Pokemon Sword, huh, JFD? It was alright. Of course, I'll never forgive them for doing Dexit in Gen 8. How dare they? Yeah, I don't know who you are. I think that's for, like, the rare candy cheat code or something, but I don't remember how to do that, and also the grinding in this game is not bad, so I don't need it. Alright, so standard beginning of Kanto stuff, going on errands for the professor. Let's see, although I haven't played Legends Arceus yet, so that could be a new favorite, but I don't know yet. Yeah, Legends Arceus is pretty cool. I mean, there's definitely some features that aren't in it that I missed. You know, not having abilities, held items, or multiplayer kind of sucks. But it was still a fun game. And, you know, plus you get Arceus at the end of it. So, you know, that's one more mythical Pokemon that used to be only available in really rare events that we can just get forever now, which is nice. You know, I really liked Scarlet and Violet, but my biggest problem with them is they just ran so bad. It's really disappointing to see, because it's the kind of thing that I know could have been fixed if they had more time to make the games, but they just never get the time they need to make those. You know, Game Freak's always on Super Crunch from Nintendo, and it sucks. Just in general, the gaming industry is so entirely overtaken by crunch culture that it's a super bad industry to work in. Honestly, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a game designer, but like the main thing that stopped me from pursuing that, besides it being way harder than 12-year-old me thought it was going to be, the other thing really was just realizing how bad the industry was to work in. You know? Okay, give me just a second. I want to look up if there's a way to remove that stupid heart thing. I'm reading the thing, hang on. Excellent. There is no way to remove it. I hate my life. Anyways, on with the game. Hey, Jifty, if you've got the drive and the follow-through to do that, do it, man. That'd be cool. You know, like, a lot of my complaint is with the big game development and publishment companies, you know, like Nintendo, Activision, Blizzard, Sony, Microsoft, all that junk. The indie game scene is a totally different ballgame, though. Alright, I'm gonna catch me out. See, another thing about Radical Red is they totally rebalanced a lot of the Pokemon to make way more of them viable, and one of the main things about that is that Persian is stupidly busted in this game with its new special ability. I'm telling you, it's so good. What do you mean sack Rowlet, Chris? I'm not even doing a Nuzlocke. This game is, like, not designed to be Nuzlocked. I remember when it first came out, and a bunch of YouTubers kept trying to do it, and they complained that the game was super unfair because they kept wiping on their Nuzlocks, and then the game dev really did just go, guys, no. You're not supposed to be able to Nuzlock this one. Anyways, I don't remember how to get the Dex Nav in this game, because that's how I would be able to try to get a Meowth with that special ability. So, once again, I'm going to ruin the flow of the stream by stopping to look it up. Okay, it must just be something they hand you because they're not saying it. The only issue, Jifty says, the only issue that I had. Sorry, Jifty says the only issue is that I suck at coding. Although at least if I make a game company, it won't be like the bigger ones like Nintendo, Activision, etc. Yeah, well, and the other thing to know about game development, Jifty, is that coding's actually only one part of it. There's plenty of other skills involved in game development. That are just as, if not more relevant than knowing how to code. So it's perfectly feasible to do, like, to start an indie game studio and not even be a coder. So there's plenty of different things you can do, different skills you can work on. You know, music design, sound design, graphical art, story writing. There's all sorts of parts to it. Okay, I'm just opening up the Radical Red Pokédex website real quick. Okay, yeah, the really cool ability I was referring to is Meowth's hidden ability in this game, so I'm going to catch a different Meowth once I get Dex Nav. Jifty says, I plan on staying in education for as long as possible to learn as many skills as I can because... the dang heart icon! Because I'm good at modeling and story writing, but nothing else. Hey, man, you already got a good skill set going if you're already good at those, man. Good for you. Okay. I bet this is probably just where I get the Dex Nav, isn't it? Oh, you must be Kalen. Sorry, didn't recognize you. Blah, 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 something, something, Dex Nav. Yay. And now to immediately go catch a different Meowth. Because I want a Meowth with its hidden ability, Feline Prowess. It's basically pure power, but for special attacks, it is super Omega busted. Okay, can we turn off this instant dialogue thing? Because it makes the temporary boxes go away immediately. Thank you. I missed the Meowth because I was... You know, this is why I usually wait till I have repels to Dex Nav chain. I just remembered. Okay, I'm going to, oh my gosh. I hate this so much. The only options are slow, medium, and instant. Why did they remove fast? I can't believe they've done this to me. It's so rude. So anyways, now I just need to start beating up a lot of Meowths until the one I want spawns. And for that, I'm going to use speed up. So I'm going to mute desktop audio. So now you don't have to hear it. Okay, which button did I set to speed up on my emulator? It's not working. Excellent. We're not going to do that, actually, because my controller, I accidentally turned off my keybind for speed up, or my hotkey for speed up. So that's great. So, because I'm not going to torture you guys by making you watch me farm for a hidden ability Meowth at default speed, we're just not going to do it. I forget which Pokemon appear on this route, but I think there's something good. Don't need a Starlight. Oh, hello there, Anger Bean. Thanks for chatting. The whoops, was that in response to me messing up my my speed up hotkey or what? I assume that's probably it. Oh boy, it's Lillipup. Lillipup is great, you see, because it gets yawn. And also, on top of that, it's another Pokemon that gets Pickup. And Pickup is really useful for farming good items. Also, fun fact, when people do speedruns of the original Pokemon Black and White, that's one of those rare cases where people don't actually use their starter. In Pokemon Black and White, it's most common for speedrunners to catch a Lillipup and then use that for the whole game. Interestingly enough. And the reason why is because Unova doesn't actually have a lot of trainers with... Oh, they retextured the raid dens. That's cool. Anyways, yeah, Unova doesn't have a lot of trainers that use powerful ghost and fighting types. Which may sound silly because there's a ghost type and a fighting type Elite Four member in Unova. But, yeah, no, they're just not really that strong, honestly. No, I don't have any Pokemon that learn Bug Bite, random bug trainer. Also, if you look at what this sign says, look, Static, Effect Spore, and Flame Body don't activate in wild battles. That's so nice. No longer will Shroomish or Pikachu force me to run all the way back to the Pokemon Center because of their passive ability. Instead, it'll be because they used a move that does it directly, you know. See, now Surskit is normally a Pokemon I would never consider catching, but if I remember correctly, it actually got, and its evolved form actually got buffed pretty decently in this game, so I'm going to catch it just to have it. Oh sure, gonna waste my Pokeballs. And this is why I needed to check my speed. See, I was so happy this morning. I'm like, I did such a good job. I scheduled all the live streams on YouTube so then people could see them in advance. I made sure this weekend's recorded videos were good to go. I was doing such a good job, and I tested to make sure the emulator was going to be able to be captured properly by OBS, and then I forgot to check my speed up button keybind because I just assumed there was no way it wouldn't work. But then it didn't work, so look who's the clown now. I am not merely a clown, I am the entire circus. Alright, well, Rowlet got a flying move. Interesting thing about Rowlet, it's one of the few starters that starts as a dual type, but one thing that's interesting about it is it starts as grass flying type, but then in its final form, its secondary type changes, which is really interesting because I don't know of any other Pokemon that do that. One Pokemon, though, that I'm not going to be able to get on stream today because it's nighttime exclusive that's going to suck is I can't get Spinarak. Now, most people would be like, well, why do you care about that? Ariados is like a garbage tier Pokemon. Well, in this game, it's really good because of the way a lot of the end game battles work. It's really... oh no, I forgot about the extra rival fight. No, let's not have a battle, please. My Rowlet's at half HP. No! Alright, who's ready for the first wipe of the run? Because I didn't heal or properly level my other Pokemon or anything, and never mind his Corphish sucks, it's okay. It was calculated. I knew this would happen, definitely. I'm simply that talented. Okay, what the heck? Why is his team actually that bad, though? Rowlet shouldn't be able to solo. That's just sad. I honestly... You have to understand that later in this game, it's really, really easy... Ooh, the EXP share. Yeah, you have to understand, though, it is legitimately really easy to wipe on fights because you didn't remember they were going to happen later in this game. Okay, I would say I'm sorry for stopping to do something else again, but I'm not because I'm a jerk. I am going to reopen the Pokemon locations document for this game so then I can check what Pokemon spawn in this forest during the day. Viridian Forest, let's see. Caterpie, Weedle, Pikachu, Sandy Burmy, Seawaddle, Scatterbug, Ladybuzz, Surskit, regular Burmy, Shroomish, Combee, Joltik. Okay. That's what spawns here. I'm looking for a Joltik or a Pikachu, because having an electric type is good coverage. And now that I have the EXP share, my other Pokemon level up when I do this, so the grinding is super efficient. Also, this game has built-in level caps for boss fights. So, like, for example, before I beat Brock, my level cap is level 15. My Pokemon literally cannot level up past level 15 until I've beaten Brock. Okay, now I actually am going to capture a Caterpie. Because Butterfree gets Sleep Powder, which is really good for capturing things. I mean, I know Yawn is 100% accurate and all that junk, but it also takes longer to activate. It's really nice that they gave a bunch of the starters False Swipe. That's really cool. I'm really glad they did that. They didn't, in the previous version that I played through, that wasn't a thing, so that's really cool. But yeah, this is one of my favorite fan-made Pokemon games, simply because they put in so much effort into having so many different features. Okay, this is the part where I'm going to remove Tackle from my Rowlet, because False Swipe is more important for catching things, and Astonish is type coverage, so that's more important. Because normal type moves are super effective on nothing, and therefore the least valuable move type for non-normal types. Not true for actual normal types, though. Like I said, once I get a hidden ability Meowth, which I might honestly just do after... What am I thinking? I can literally Please understand I have terminal, stupid. I'm simply going to put us on the waiting room screen for a sec and go fix my keybind. Why didn't I think to do that? I truly am a genius, you know that? Okay, give me just a minute. Let's see. Emulation. Where's the settings thing? It's different in every emulator, I swear. There we go. Controllers. No, not that. Shortcuts. There we go. Okay, I got it fixed. I don't know why it wasn't working before, but I fixed it, so we're back. Let me just test it real quick. What? Impossible. Okay, I need to be tabbed into the emulator and not looking at OBS, unlike literally every other control. So basically, I just have to look at phone chat. That's okay. I can do that. All right, now I'm heading back because there's an optional rival battle that I didn't do that isn't available after the first gym, and it's free XP. And also because now that I got my speed up actually working, I can try to get that Meowth. All right, so while I'm using speed up, oh, I still have game audio muted. I never unmuted it. Because I was going to say I was going to have game audio muted while I was doing that in order to not have you hear the annoying sped up version, but I forgot to turn it back on anyways. So it's okay. So basically, we're just going to beat up random stray cats until one of them with a special ability appears. Isn't Pokemon training just the most humane career choice in the world? Oh boy, Lillipup leveled up. Oh boy, this one has an item. So a nugget, probably. But I'm not going to catch it just for a nugget, even though that actually does make plenty of financial sense. Yeah, the more I think about it, if a Meowth has a nugget, I really should be catching it, because then that's just 5,000 Poké-Dollars in exchange for a 200 Poké-Dollar item. But I'm also just not going to right now because I don't feel like it. If I need to money grind, I can do that off stream. But I can imagine that wouldn't exactly be fun to watch, would it? Just to double check, could somebody let me know? Just make sure that the game audio is currently muted, because, like I said, since I'm doing fast forward, I have it muted at the moment. Just want to make sure that's working properly. Well, either way, thanks to everybody for showing up. I appreciate it. You know, the streams have been getting slightly better viewership lately, which is always cool. Okay, Odor Sleuth is useless if you have a dark move. Lillipup, you don't need that. Game audio is indeed muted. Excellent. That is the hope. I'll turn it back on once I'm done using speed up. You have to understand the battle music is high pitched and annoying with speed up on. And between that and having to watch me grind for this hidden ability Meowth at normal game speed, I think the muted audio is the lesser of two evils. Yay, Metapod. It's useless until it hits level 10. Anyways, we talked about favorite Pokemon games earlier, but how about just favorite Pokemon in general? What's everybody's favorite Pokemon? I'll start. My favorite Pokemon of all time is Luxray. I think Luxray is really cool. I can't always watch the streams, but I always try to pop in if I can, from Angerbean. I do appreciate you showing up when you can. That's always cool. Just like, again, no pressure to show up and view when you can't. Like, I'd love to turn this into a job, but like for right now, obviously, 33 subscribers and all of that, I'm not monetized, so it's really more of a hobby at the moment. Well, a hobby I'm investing all my time into, but that's besides the point. So what I'm saying is, other stuff takes priority, man. I'm just a dude playing video games on the internet. It's the same thing I always tell Jifty when he has to leave the stream for something else. It's like, you don't have to be sorry for having a life outside of watching me. Actually, like, if you were prioritizing my stream over more important personal issues, I would be mad at you. You know what I mean? It's like, no, I stream multiple times a week. It's okay if you're not here for 100% of it. Take care of the stuff that matters. Your favorite is Eternatus, Jifty says. Eternatus is really cool. Here's the thing, right? Eternatus, in Sword and Shield, I feel like it didn't look as good as it could have, but Scarlet and Violet's retexture they did for it, and I only know about it. Oh, right. Why am I running in circles? I'm literally just wasting the repel. Ooh, this is the one. This is the one. It's got the ability. But in Scarlet and Violet, they retextured it, and I recently transferred my Eternatus from Gen 8 to Gen 9 through Pokemon Home. It looks so much better in Gen 9. And Eternatus, design-wise, is definitely one of my favorite Pokemon, too. It's really good. So I definitely agree with that statement. Eternatus is really cool. Okay, that Meowth has pick up. Yeah, what the heck? I'll keep it in my party until I catch something else because it's just going to be generating me free items. Just... see, Eternatus is in Scarlet and Violet. I need to buy Scarlet and Violet, Gifty says. Yeah, you can transfer Eternatus from Sword and Shield into Scarlet and Violet using Pokemon Home. You can transfer stuff from, like, a lot of stuff, because they just released the update that makes that possible. So, yeah, in my approximation... oh, and here's actually... this is so cool. We haven't been able to do this literally since Gen 1 and 2 on the Game Boy and Game Boy Color. You can actually take Pokemon you've moved into Scarlet and Violet and put them back into Sword and Shield if they exist in Sword and Shield. So if you move your Eternatus to Scarlet and Violet and then decide, no, I want him back in my Sword, right? You can totally put him back there. It's so cool. We haven't been able to do that in ages. I bet I'm only going to catch a Magikarp, but... honestly, Magikarp is good to have anyways. Gyarados is really good. Alright, I gotta unmute the audio. My bad. There we go. It's a Clamperl. I don't know if Clamperl is any good. I need to check. Let's see. Oh wait, no, I can just check the Radical Red Pokedex. Is there any way I can... is there a search button on this Pokedex? Come on, there we go. Clamperl. Let's see. Evolves into Huntail and Gorbis, just like normal. Only can hold Pearl and Big Pearl. Huh. Well, then I don't actually know how I get the items to evolve Clamperl, so I'm just gonna pass. Let's see. Gifty says, gonna leave the stream for a sec because I want to join on my laptop. I'm on phone at the moment. All right, see you in a sec, Gifty. Yeah, I'm just gonna knock out the Clamperl. I don't need it. If I really want a Magikarp, there's always the guy who sells you one outside of Mount Moon for 500 Pokédollars, acting like he's the master manipulator who's... oops, I forgot to do the rival battle. It's like, aha, you fool, I have scammed you out of all of your money. I am so evil. And I'm like, my guy, 500 Pokédollars for a Magikarp ain't bad. Especially in the original Fire Red when you don't have a fishing rod until way later. It's literally the earliest you can get Gyarados is to get the Magikarp from that guy. Yeah, whatever. I'm not off to the Pokemon League, Dawson. I'm here to steal your money again. Alright. Is Starly doesn't have Intimidate. I don't remember if Starly can have Intimidate or if only Staravia does. I think it's just Staravia. I forgot that the rival, or not the rival, but trainers can switch in this. I'm not used to them having AI that works. That's one of the main changes to the difficulty beyond just giving the enemy trainers later in the game better Pokemon. Oh, and better moves, like the Charmander just having Brick Break. Surprise! Surprise, the Charmander has normal coverage, or coverage for normal types. But, like, outside of that, the AI plays smart. If they see they're at a disadvantage, they like to switch. And the other thing is that I'm not even kidding. Oh, welcome back, Gifty. One of the craziest things this game can do is it legitimately can tell when you're loading save states. I know that seems crazy, but actually, if the game in its memory, it's programmed specifically to be able to notice when that happens. I don't know what kind of black magic voodoo bullcrap they did to make that work, but it does. So if they detect that the same thing is happening repeatedly without any of the normal buildup, the AI will start doing different things. So you can't just exploit knowing what they're going to do on a certain turn to always make the optimal play, because if you reload your save state, they'll just do something different. See, and that's crazy, because if you know how the AI picks moves in Pokemon normally, it shouldn't be able to do that. So it's actually a really cool innovation on Gen 3 Pokemon AI. It's really impressive that the dev got it working. Just in general, I can't sing this game's praises enough. If I had to really critique it in one way, it's that sometimes the way it feels a little pretentious almost. The way that, you know, in the screen at the beginning where they tell you about how it's more difficult. It's like, this isn't your grandma's Pokemon game, and not just any little Timmy can beat this game. This will be challenging for anybody. I don't care how good. I'm like, dude, it's not that bad, really. I don't know. But part of that is it feels like, just in general, it's the same issue you have with games like Super Mario Maker when people are making their Mario Maker levels. Everybody wants to be the hardest one, you know, have the hardest level or the hardest game. And I just disagree with that design philosophy in general. You should focus on fun. Yeah, a good challenge can definitely help make a game more fun, but you don't need your game to be tough as nails for it to be good. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes I play games on higher difficulty settings. You know, heck, I'm playing this, and this is difficult at the later parts of the game. You're not seeing it right now because we haven't done any of the boss fights yet. But sometimes it is nice to just turn your brain off and play something on easy mode, you know? And there's no shame in that. That's why I hate it when games make fun of the player or lock certain features of the game out from the player if you play on easy mode. You know, because it really is just like, hey, it's a game, it's supposed to be fun. And if a game is too challenging for you to enjoy it, that's not your fault. It's not just a skill issue or whatever. Sometimes you just need to... Sometimes it's just that game isn't suited for you, you know? And that's not your fault. It's like one time when my little brother Connor was hanging out with me one night I was babysitting, he wanted to try out Friday Night Funkin' because he sees me play it all the time. And he's never touched a rhythm game before in his life, so it was really difficult for him. Even just like the tutorial of the base game on easy mode. And yeah, he's 10, and like, yeah, that's pretty bad, but that's not his fault. He simply hasn't played those types of games enough to be that skilled, you know? Let's see, missed a couple things on chat. Angerbean says, yeah, I'm all about easy mode. I'm here to have fun usually, haha. Yep. And then Gifty says, when it comes to me making games or Super Mario Maker, etc., I like to add a bit of challenge, but mainly focus on fun. Yeah, that is, you guys are both right there. That really should be the focus, is making it an enjoyable experience, you know? And everybody's into different things. Like, you know, some people love playing Dark Souls or Elden Ring or whatever because it's super challenging. And hey, Elden Ring was great. I loved that game. But it's not the type of game I can play all the time because, I'm sorry, but getting my butt kicked by Melania repeatedly isn't my jam most days. You know, I'm much more of the sit back and chill sort of guy. Kind of why I love Pokemon so much. Of course, sometimes it does feel good to be challenged. It's why sometimes, like with some of the FNF mods I play, play some of the harder ones. But, you know, it's totally normal to want to play something on easy mode and just relax. And of course, right now I'm steamrolling because these are early game bug catchers. I have a flying type move. And on top of that, you know, level advantage, but my level cap is 15 before I beat Brock, so Rowlet can only level up a little bit more before then. You know, I'm just going to give you an example of what the speed up sounds like so you understand. So I'm just going to let that play for a minute. See, it's annoying, isn't it? Believe me, it's not very fun to listen to sometimes. Anyways, as for why I'm not playing Tears of the Kingdom, even though that's usually my Monday thing, the issue I was having with my capture card is a little bit more tricky than I was expecting, so it's going to take me a little longer to get that fixed, it looks like. Alright, Razor Leaf is an upgrade off Leafage, that's good. Yeah, it's, yeah, like you guys were seeing there, it's definitely annoying. It's definitely annoying. I'm glad, Jifty, that you can tolerate it a little bit, but I'm generally going to try to avoid using speed up when I have the game volume on, simply to avoid that annoying music pitch. There will be times I use it, though. For example, if we're fighting an opponent who is just rest spamming every time they get low on HP and making me want to strangle them to death, then we'll be using speed up to not waste time, because we don't want to be sitting and waiting for 40 turns to pass. But other than that, Derek says I should do a Raid Shadow Legends stream. Hey man, if they sponsor me... Listen, okay, everybody knows what kind of game Raid is, but they also offer people like $5,000 sponsorship deals, so... yeah, Jifty, I did just see Matt Pat's Pizza Tower Theory video. I thought it was really good. Definitely an enjoyable watch. It's not the type of game you really expect to have any story going on, and it's not like the most deep hidden lore ever, but it is pretty neat that there was like some backstory implied going on, and as usual, Matt Pat did a pretty good job of putting the pieces together for at least one interpretation of the story. There are almost no double battles. Helping Hand is bad, Lilypop. Also, how do you use Helping Hand? You're a dog. You don't have a hand. Jifty, no, don't encourage him. Don't encourage Derek to suggest the Raid Shadow Legends stream. Oh, great. It's got detect. And it tried to do it double. How dare you? I hate that so much. It's the whole reason, I'm going to be honest, right? The best way to farm money in this game, late game, because the VS Seeker is disabled, the best way to farm money late in this game is theoretically to farm Pelipers, because Pelipers can hold lucky eggs in this game. But the issue with that is that Pelipers always know Protect in the wild, so I always just farm nuggets and big nuggets off Meowths instead. Derek, no, I'm not doing Raid Shadow Legends. No, obviously, the real mobile game meta pick is a Battle Cat stream. I mean, come on. That game's still relevant to anyone but me, right? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Metronome immediately pulls quad effective move. It used placeholder. Amazing. Togepi is such a good user of Metronome that it managed to call an unused move slot that's being filled in the next update. Give it up for Togepi. I am truly astonished. I'll take my comedy award now, please. Oh, you got me. That's Honkai Star Rail stream, huh? That's the new one made by the same guys as Genshin, right? Unironically, if there's interest for that, I wouldn't be too opposed. Oh no, it's Wish. No! All right, Jifty says he does want a Honkai Star Rail stream at some point. Derek, I know you were joking. However, the almighty Jifty has spoken. So I'm going to put it on the list. Anyways, I'm muting the game audio because we have to do speed up because this is... Oh, it's got swagger. This is hell. This is actually hell. Why would they do this? It's got protect. Come on, rally. I believe in you, please. Okay, and now we switch Pokemon. It's going to use protect next turn, I just know it. Never mind. We're okay. I managed to break us out of Audino jail. It's okay. Also, Audinos are worth a ton of experience points. Wait, Meowth gets Bullet Seed? I forget about the moveset changes in these games. That's really good on Technician Meowth. And I have Meowth with all 3 of its abilities except Technician. So, that's pretty great. Oh, and they nerfed the maximum uses on Fake Out to 5. Which, like, okay, I can't think of a single time I've ever used Fake Out on the same Pokemon more than, like, twice in one battle, but sure. Okay. See, the funny thing is, normally I would say be gone String Shot, but unironically, speed control is really important. Here we are, stuck in level up jail instead. And a Clefairy. Okay, now, it can't be just me, right? But the Clefairy sprite in this game kinda looks like it's just flipping you off. That can't just be me who sees that, surely. Metronome self-destruct! Grav Apple. That's Flapple's move. Okay, now please hit more than twice. You know, why are you so bad at using Fury Swipes? Congratulations. You've copied my defense drop. Idiot. The most big brain play by Clefairy there. Nope, Poison Powder sucks. Don't want Poison Powder. Nope, don't want Stun Spore. Stun Spore sucks. I do want Sleep Powder. You know what? Gust has really bad power. No, with Stab, it's base 60. Yeah, Gust isn't as good as Psybeam, and it hits the same things. At least compared, like, other than the things that Bug Bite hits too. Sleep Powder is more important. But Infinite Repel. It's beautiful. That's new. That wasn't in the last version. But still, this is the best thing. I don't think you understand. It's it's so good. Oh, yeah, whatever. With Infinite Repel, I don't have to deal with any more Pokemon until I want to grind for specific things. Okay, compared to the last fight, Grubbin by itself. Let's see. Jifty says, also, are ROM hacks complicated to use? The download process and all of that stuff. If you don't know what you're doing, it can be really complicated, and especially if you don't know how to... Okay, now for legal reasons, I have to say legally. And safely procure the base ROMs themselves, it's very difficult. It's the kind of thing I could help you out with if you wanted help with that at some point. But it's not the kind of thing I could exactly walk you through right now. Listen, as much as Nintendo would like you to think otherwise, emulation is not illegal. Okay? I mean, piracy's illegal, but emulation is not. Okay, see you later, Mom. Thanks for watching the stream. Forgot they removed that cut tree in this version. Wait, but if that cut tree's not... What's stopping me from just going into Diglett's cave, then? And what spawns in Diglett's cave? Oh, the level of the Pokemon in Diglett's cave got dropped. Oh, that's so cool! In the last update, they just added Diglett's cave to the pre-Brock encounter pool. That's really great. That means there are so many other rock-type counters and things like that available. That's so nice. Because I can get Diglett, Machop, Numel, Yamask, Sandshrew, Geodude, Trapinch, Silicobra, Bronzor, Nosepass, and Noibat in Diglett's cave. That's really good. Oh, and there's grass in Pewter City in this version too. Wow. They really made the pre-Brock Pokemon list way more expansive in that last update. That's so cool. Holy crap, I can get an Axew from Pewter City? I could get a Dragon-type pre-Gym 1. That's really sweet. Though, if I remember, the reason why they did that is to make Mono-type runs viable by making sure there was at least one Pokemon of every type available before the first gym. That's pretty cool. Alright, well, once I get all healed up in Pewter City, it'll be time to gather up a few Pokemon. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Oh, wait, that's actually pretty neat. This game's difficulty can seem unfair to casual players. Feel free to check out other ROM hacks that utilize an updated engine like Unbound Dreams, GS Chronicles, Inflamed Red, or Inclement Emerald. That's actually really nice. That didn't used to be there. Giving recommendations for other ROM hacks if this one is too difficult. That's actually really cool. I'm glad they did that. Yeah, it's just really neat. Lots of good changes made in that last update. Give me just a sec. I have to check a couple things really quick. Alright. Okay, let me just check the... Hey, the stream's doing good today, too. In terms of viewership. Alright, so now it's time to prepare for Falconer and Brock. That's right, Falconer from Gen 2. You see, before you can battle Brock, you have to battle Falconer at the museum. So I had to prepare for flying types and for rock types. So the first thing I'm going to do is run back into Viridian Forest and try to find me a Pikachu or a Joltik. I would be happy with either. So we're going to turn off Infinite Repel. Jifty says, I don't know what just happened, but I just solved the Rubik's Cube. I actually do not know how. I'm going to be honest, Jifty, that's how that usually goes. The couple times I've solved a Rubik's Cube before is I just fiddle with it for ages and then go, oh, wait a minute. How'd I do that? Like that's totally how it usually goes. All right, and this is the part where I mute game audio again because we're going to be using speed up since we're running through grass until we find rare encounters. Not you. Oh. Well, that was fast. It had a berry! Let's see. Jifty also says, I spent the last year also trying to solve it with no help, and I actually did. Nice. And Derek apparently knows how to solve one. That's cool. Yeah, it looks like the chat box overlay on the stream just isn't working with the emulator screen cap. I don't know what to do about that. That's part of why I've been trying to actually read out the full chat messages when people chat, since you can't see them on the stream screen. So I'm hoping that's making the experience a little more tolerable. I'll try to figure out how to get my overlays working with the emulator a different time. Okay, now I'm just going to double check, because if I remember correctly... Oh, Joltik's a 1%. We are not farming for that. That is going to take ages. Absolutely not. Pikachu is good enough. Okay, Diglett's Cave. How much of Diglett's Cave is available? Alright, there's Machop. That's one of the ones I wanted for Brock. Oh, and this game has a link cable item to evolve trade evolution Pokemon, so you can actually get them without having to trade. I don't want to nickname them Machop, actually. Let me check what else I can get in here to see if there's anything else I really want. I mean, a Trapinch would be really cool to get for later, but it's not good right now. Ooh, and TM Thief. That's really good for... That's actually really good that TM Thief is that early in the game. Okay, actually, no, we had to keep game audio muted a while longer, I just realized, because now is the time where we level grind. No, not withdraw. To get to the level cap. Alright, let's see. Butterfree is pretty useless for both of those fights, because it's weak to them both. Now, let me check my Meowths, because... Okay, that's feline... Ooh, that's up special attack feline prowess. That's really good. On the other hand, this one, the pickup one... I think the one with pickup is better until we actually get special attacks on the thing, though. Let's see. Derek says, also, I play Honkai Star Rail, so I can lend you a unit for the Star Rail stream. I didn't know you actually played Star Rail, Derek. That's kind of neat. Yeah, because, when I stream it, I'm definitely just going to start from at least as close to the beginning as I can. Because obviously I need to get my account set up and stuff first. But other than that, I'll probably just go into it blind because I haven't touched the game yet. Alright. Let me check if there's any other Pokemon I really want before we start grinding. Not just from the places we've already been, but places we haven't checked yet either. Let's see, Route 22. I thought that had Rockruff. It's not very useful for right now, but there's a cool Pokemon that I like. Litleo is bad right now, but it'll be good for later. Jifty is asking Derek how you give people units in Star Rail. Okay, we're just going to grind in Pewter City because there is technically a chance you can put a unit up for share and friends can use a copy of it, Derek says. That's a really cool feature. So, yeah, we're just going to level grind in Pewter City, and if we happen to see Axew, we're going to try to catch Axew. And I know Rowlet's not earning XP. My other Pokemon are. You know, maybe I shouldn't be using Rowlet because... Yeah, I'm just going to lead Lillipup because normal is good against most things. So then I don't have to deal with Rowlet only being able to hit certain Pokemon. Oh, and now Pikachu's my follow Pokemon because it's the thing closest to the top of my party that has the feature enabled. The cutie flies no stun spore! This is basically the only part of the game where grinding actually takes any sizable amount of time because literally before the next gym, you get access to a place where you can Dex Nav chain for Audinoes. Actually, let me check to make sure I can't do that yet. See, Pokemon Mansion, Cerulean Cave, Victory Road, Cerulean Cave again, Victory Road again, Route 25. That's still a ways off. Route 17. Already mentioned Pokemon. And then nighttime. Okay, yeah, so it's basically just going to be before Cerulean Gym that we get access to that. Well, you guys have fun discussing Star Rail in the chat. I don't know anything about it because I haven't played it yet, so I can't comment. All I know is it's made by the same people as Genshin, and that they supposedly made it into like a turn-based RPG or something, which is pretty cool. I like those. But yeah, the game really opens up once we reach Cerulean City. We're just kind of at that beginning. Alright, gonna go have a breakfast burrito. See you in a bit, Derek. Out of curiosity, by the way, Jifty, do you guys have breakfast burritos over where you are, or is that more of an American food? I don't actually know. It's hard to control with the speed up sometimes. Man, it is hard to control that speed up sometimes. Really hard to get where I'm going around with. Jifty, I used to play Genshin Impact. It was just I was at the point where oh, you have breakfast burritos over in England too. That's cool. Yeah, with Genshin though, I just kind of I don't know. I just I'm not even saying I won't ever play it again or anything. It's just that I don't know. I played it for like a couple months straight every day and got kind of burnt out on it and haven't touched it since. Oh boy, the hop hypnosynthesis. Okay. Yeah, sorry, this is the boring part that happens. You know, during streams, sometimes you just have to deal with the fact that there's going to be grinding that can't be easily skipped. Okay. Pikachu and Machop are high level enough to actually battle the wild Pokemon now, though, so I can actually use them. So hopefully that'll speed it up a little. And on the off chance we get an Axew, that'd be pretty neat. Nope, not staying in on something that can't beat it quickly. So what happened to you too, Jifty? You played a bunch of it, got bored, took a break, repeat? Yeah, that's kind of the cycle of those types of perpetual games. I used to play lots of Final Fantasy XIV, and a similar thing happened to me. Yeah, I have no idea what any of that means, so I'll just assume Jifty can understand it. Okay, Pikachu leveled up. Hooray for Pikachu. Pikachu learned Quick Attack. It can hit ground types at all now. This is just the really boring part. You know, on the bright side, at least with the emulator, we have access to speed up. You know what I could do? Hang on just a sec. What I could do really quick is I could just mute my emulator. Okay. Go onto my thing. Okay, stop. Set that to repeat 1. Turn desktop audio back on. Okay, what? It's muted, right? That's too loud, hang on. I closed it. What am I doing? Just getting some background music going at the bare minimum. And let me see this. Derek says, oh yeah, Kale, and there's only one thing I would recommend spending money on Star Rail, which is buying the month's worth of daily free resources for like $5. Otherwise, don't spend money. Yeah, I'm not the type to spend money on gacha game type games. I don't think you really have to worry about that. I mean, you have to understand, I went through the absolute misery that is being a free-to-play Battle Cats player. So, believe me, I am the type of guy to be stubborn enough to not just throw money at a gacha game. But of course, that all changes if I become a successful YouTuber/streamer. You can help enable my newly forming gambling addiction for the low price of, I don't know, how much you got. Run your pockets. No, just kidding. And before anybody asks, no, I do not have donations enabled or anything like that right now. I just kind of don't really see it as something worth doing yet. You know, and that's not even just, I bet you guys aren't even going to give me money. But more so in the way that's like, I don't feel like I've done enough to deserve it yet. Because, you know, I make low effort, mid-quality content to an audience of, admittedly a dedicated audience, but a small audience, you know? Yeah, I'm not even going to fight this Grimer. I don't want him to deal with poison again. But yeah, Jifty, yeah, you get it. Being free to play on that type of game sucks, because that would require a functional PayPal account as well, Derek says. Believe it or not, I already set that up. I just don't have anything hooked up or donations turned on because I don't need or want them right now. And also, I would feel kind of bad being like, hey guys, hey, look at me. It's that small channel that you watch. Money please. That would be so annoying. Yeah, I know you would, Jifty, but like, I don't expect you to. You know what I mean? So like, and I would feel bad asking you to. So I'm just going to keep donations off at least until the channel grows a little bit, you know? Because for me, I feel like the viewer experience is way more important than me earning money off it. You know what I mean? Man, this really is taking a while, isn't it? This is... I'm running out of things to say about how annoying this is. trainers to fight. That's it. I'm checking if there's anywhere. I know you don't expect me to, but I would do it because I'm sure it would help you out, Jifty says. I appreciate the sentiment. The sentiment. Thank you, brain. But, I'm good. You know? Like I said, I'd love to turn this into a job eventually if I could. But it's also not something that I'm actually desperate for because I am in a stable enough position where I know where my next meal is coming from, and I know I'm going to have a roof over my head, you know? And there's no chance of any of that changing anytime soon, so I don't think there's anything for me to really worry about. So for right now, I kind of just want to focus. Derek says, I love sandstone. Oh, right, I see what you mean. Sedimentary rock for the wind. That's funny. So yeah, it looks like they only give you like a tiny piece of Diglett's tunnel, though, I guess to prevent you from just skipping rock entirely. Oh wait, duh, no, I can't even do the gym trader's computer before I do Faulkner. Alright, my hubris and impatience are officially getting the best of me. I'm going to go try to fight Faulkner. So give me just a minute to pause the music and get the emulator sound going again. Oh no, I left it on speed up. I'm so sorry. Okay, heal up. And now my team, which is extremely allergic to flying types, is going to go challenge Faulkner. Yeah, extremely allergic to flying types. 3 of my Pokemon are weak to him. Could I have simply caught a Geodude or something first? Yes. Will I? No. Faulkner, I can't get into the gym because you're blocking the story flag. Prepare to die. Let's see. Also, will you do something special when you get to 100 subs? Because I know you'll do it someday, Jifty says. Yeah, I totally plan on having a 100 subscriber special when I hit 100. That'd be really cool. Okay, they totally changed him. He didn't have a Rufflet in the old version. I don't know what his team is anymore. He has a berry. It knows Rock Smash! Oh, and it crits, naturally. Naturally it crits, of course. Of course. Why wouldn't it? I'm not mad, you're mad. Shut up. Pikachu, I choose you, go! Why did that do so little damage? Pikachu, you suck. A 24-hour live stream of what, Derek? Like, a 24-hour live stream of what? Oh, right, this Corvisquire, I forgot about that. This is the really nasty part. Honeclaw's Power Trip Corvisquire. I need the paralysis, man. It's got a berry, too! Bro, I'm dead. Yeah, Jifty, a 24-hour live stream would be crazy. A 24-hour live stream of golf with friends. Derek, why do you hate me? I ain't doing that. I mean, maybe like a longer variety live stream would be on the table, but not a 24-hour golf with friends live stream. What kind of masochist do you take me for? 24-hour adventure in VR. I'm having trouble setting up recording for VR right now, and that's not just because I can't look at my thing. It's straight up just not working too great at the moment. Also, wouldn't that be like the most guaranteed way to get the channel nuked from orbit by YouTube guidelines? To just rely on randos to not say anything anti-TOS for 24 hours? Also, I got so lucky with that Corvus Squire. There's no way I should have been able to get away with that. Oh, right, the Emolga. Alright, Pikachu, you're useless for this because it definitely has Volt Absorb. So now Pikachu's job is to spam Baby Doll Eyes to ruin this thing's attack stat. And yes, I know it's using a special attack. I just know it has acrobatics, so I'm nerfing acrobatics. Also, I'm pretty sure, like I said, I'm pretty sure it has Volt Absorb. Okay, I got the Emolga to -5. Do you plan on playing any of the new FNAF games like Help Wanted 2 and Ruined DLC for Security Breach? Gifty asks. I've never actually even played base Security Breach. If there's demand for it, I would be willing to do that and Ruin when it comes, or not like when it comes out, but I'd be willing to do it. And as for Help Wanted 2, I already said I'd do a Help Wanted 1 stream at some point, so I don't see why that would be off the table. Also, why do they all have berries? What? Meowth found berry juice mid-fight and then didn't drink it. Oh, wait, yes he did. Good job, Meowth, coming in clutch with that pickup. What are the odds of that? Just random berry juice mid-fight from Pickup. I know Pickup doesn't normally find things mid-fight at all, but the fact that it was berry juice specifically. And then Meowth just kept getting really crappy Fury Swipes and died at the end. Goodbye, Meowth, rip. Never mind, I lived. Now I get the 5-hit. Meowth. I'm so disappointed in this cat. Okay, and now we get to play the game of, do any of these guys outspeed and or not? Wait a minute, I think the Surskit... knowing because this is punishment for hubris, that's why they have berries. Surskit has quick attack, I win. It's that easy. Why are you talking about Megastones, Faulkner? Your best Pokemon was Corvus Squire. Alright, got the Roostium. I'm gonna make sure I unmuted the game audio. I just realized I'd never checked. Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Alright, and now we get to fight Brock. Honestly, beating Brock is probably where I'm going to leave off for the day, all things considered, so I'll probably end a little early. Unless people really want me to keep going, but I feel like beating Brock is a good place to leave off, you know what I mean? What's your guys' opinion on that? The rules. Accuracy reducing moves and evasion raising effects have been removed from this game. Baton Pass is removed. Sleep Clause is in effect, meaning only one Pokemon stream can be put to sleep at a time. Okay, things like Hornjaw are removed. Bag is inaccessible during boss battles. There's a soft level cap before each boss. Blah, 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 blah. Pokemon will display when level too far above the cap. Soon held items come back into force set. You cannot thief items from trainers. You are automatically healed before most certain exploits. Wow. The free full heal, but not to help you out, but to keep you from doing things like having guts pre-activated. Rude. Alright, now I'm the jerk with Oran Berries on all his Pokemon. Why didn't I do that before, actually? think beating Brock would be a nice place to end the stream, Jifty says. All right, well, we're in agreement then. Oh, I just remembered. My Meowth has Bullet Seed. Meowth is actually really useful for this. Random trainer. Give me free experience points. I was about to say it's not a rock type, but then it's the Hisuian Growlithe, and I'm like, you know what, never mind. Yeah, that's a rock type. Low sweep is great because of that speed drop. It's really useful. Bro, even the gym trainers pack in Oran Berries. What the heck, man? Oh, gonna switch. Okay, that's fine. I get free speed drop on your Drillbur then. And then I get Mach Punch to just guarantee the KO. Even at -2, I'm pretty sure I beat this one-on-one. Especially since I haven't even used my berry yet. Never mind, I got burnt. This is about to do, like, 2 damage. Oh, never mind. I just win. It's that easy. No, I don't want Seismic Toss. It's not good on a Pokemon with a usable attack stat. Why aren't you packing Oran Berries, Derek asks. Well, I actually am now. I just remembered before coming into the gym to do it. The thing is, I like to take those types of items off when I'm doing wild encounters, because you only get items back after trainer battles in this game. Alright, here we go. And I'm just going to make a save state really quick, just so then if we lose, we can just reload instead of having to run all the way back. And also because then I don't lose my money for losing. You see how that works? Alright, get him, Machop, low sweep attack. Well. Geodude is also using speed drop. What kind of berry is that it gets you in the next turn? Let's see. Also, you asked in your first year of this game if you can do side quests and stuff off stream. If you want to grind levels or get certain Pokemon off stream, you can. I don't think anyone would mind. Oh, that's good to know, Jifty, because there are definitely some parts of this game, like certain Pokemon, I don't want to have set up for certain boss battles. And I do totally plan on doing some of that off screen. And then Incinerate burnt my Oran Berry. You see? You heard it here first, Kalen. Off-camera mining time. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, I'm going to be honest, Machop is really good for this fight. It's crazy, because you weren't able to have Machop in any of the previous versions. So this is really good. How did Machop survive that? Machop sweep. Machop sweep. Okay, the Machop sweep is over. But still, you have to admit, I got a lot of use out of Machop this fight. That was crazy. Always take the free fake out, even when it does next to nothing. Alright, Brock's only got one Pokemon left. Let's see what it is. It's... oh no. And by the way, that weird dialogue from Brock is not new. Brock's just a weirdo. See, 25, so that's guaranteed base 50 with a chance to be more. Bite is base 60 with a chance to flinch. Arkin definitely outspeed, so the flinch doesn't matter, so I'm going to go for... Never mind, he doesn't outspeed. Also, they buffed Arkin in this game. Defeatist procs at 1/3 health instead of 1/2. So this is actually kind of scary. How do I still outspeed after a speed drop? How bad is Arkin's speed? I thought it was actually kind of good. It's got a berry! No! If I can just get it down to 1/3, then it's suddenly going to be useless. Okay, now Meowth is... Oh. Well, great, Meowth, but it doesn't exactly matter. You just gave him a berry! Meowth, what are you doing? You suck! It has pluck! I am in misery. Pikachu, I choose you. Go Thundershock Paralysis. It's got Bulldoze. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Okay, surely Pikachu still outspeeds. Surely. I mean, come on. It's Pikachu. Pikachu, you useless electric rat. And this is the part where the Arkin counter sweeps my entire team. Bubble. Never mind, we're good. Yeah, give me my boulder badge. And Rock Tomb TM, that's pretty good. Alright. We'll save the game again, and then we're gonna wrap up. Yeah, off stream I might collect a couple useful Pokemon, but probably not, because we're still so early in the game, there's not a lot of prep work that needs to be done yet. So yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. It was a good stream, and I had fun. So I'm gonna head out here in a sec. So I'll see you guys later. Bye, Gifty. Bye, Derek. And bye to whoever else is still here who hasn't been chatting for a while. So yeah, have a good one. Peace.